If we're being honest, most of us struggle with our inner darkness from time to time. It may take the form of insecurities, fears, or negative thought pattern. But if you can learn how to harness this dark side, you can become an unstoppable force for good in this world. Welcome back to our channel. Here today, we are going to discuss how to master your dark side. We all have a dark side, those parts of ourselves that we keep hidden away, because they don't feel good or they're really just not something that we want to talk about. But here's the thing, embracing your dark side is actually really important if you want to become whole and complete. You see, when we try to deny or suppress our dark side, we end up creating a lot of internal conflict for ourselves. We become torn between what we want and what we think we should have. We struggle with making decisions, and we often end up feeling unhappy and unfulfilled. But when we learn to embrace our dark side and integrate it into our lives, we become more whole, more complete people. We tap into our creativity and our intuition, and we become more aligned with our true desires. So if you're ready to learn how to master your dark side, then keep watching. Number 1, acknowledge your dark side. The first step to mastering your dark side is acknowledging its existence. This means becoming aware of your negative thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and accepting them as part of who you are. It's easy to try to push these things away and pretend that they're not there, but doing so will only make them stronger. When you acknowledge your dark side, you give yourself the opportunity to work through it and ultimately integrate it into your life. This doesn't mean that you have to give in to your dark side or let it control you. It simply means that you're re-acknowledging its existence and committing to working with it rather than against it. Number 2, don't judge yourself for having a dark side. One of the biggest mistakes you can make is judging yourself for having a dark side. After all, everyone has one. By judging yourself, you're only adding to the problem and making it worse. Instead, try to be compassionate towards yourself. Understand that everyone struggles with their inner darkness from time to time and that it's a normal part of the human experience. When you approach your dark side with compassion, you'll be able to work through it much more effectively. Number 3, don't let your dark side control you. While it's important to acknowledge and accept your dark side, it's equally important not to let it control you. You are the one in control, not your dark side. This means setting boundaries and learning to say no to the things that your dark side wants, but that your higher self knows are bad for you. For example, if your dark side is telling you to stay up late and watch porn, but your higher self knows that you need to get up early for work, then you need to listen to your higher self and set a boundary by turning off the computer and going to bed. By setting boundaries and sticking to them, you send a message to your dark side that you won't be controlled by it. Over time, this will help you to regain control over your life and become more aligned with your true desires. Number 4, use your dark side to your advantage. One of the best ways to master your dark side is to use it to your advantage. This means finding ways to channel your negative thoughts, feelings, and behaviors into positive outcomes. For example, if you're feeling angry, you could use that anger to motivate you to work harder or accomplish more. If you're feeling insecure, you could use that insecurity to fuel your desire to succeed. And if you're feeling depressed, you could use that depression to inspire you to create something beautiful. When you're able to use your dark side to your advantage, you become more powerful and more in control of your life. Number 5, learn to forgive those who have hurt you. One of the most freeing things you can do is learn to forgive those who have hurt you. Holding on to anger and resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It's not only harmful to you, but it also keeps you stuck in the past. When you forgive someone, you're not saying that what they did was okay. You're simply choosing to release the negative feelings associated with the event. This doesn't have to be easy. It might require some time and effort, but the rewards are definitely worth it. When you forgive, you free yourself from the burden of the past and open yourself up to a brighter future. Number 6, let go of the need for control. Another great way to master your dark side is to let go of the need for control. This is a big one. We can't control everything that happens in life. There are far too many variables at play. Trying to control everything is a recipe for disaster. When we let go of the need for control, we allow ourselves to be more flexible and adaptable in the face of change. We learn to go with the flow and trust that everything will work out for the best. This doesn't mean that we become passive or complacent. It simply means that we stop resisting the natural ebb and flow of life. When we let go of the need for control, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We allow ourselves to be more present and enjoy the journey. Number 7, live in the present moment. Another important tip for mastering your dark side is to live in the present moment. When we dwell on the past or worry about the future, we give our dark side a lot of power. We allow our negative thoughts and emotions to take over. When we focus on the present moment, however, we take back control. We remind ourselves that we are in control of our thoughts and emotions, not the other way around. This means letting go of past mistakes and worries about the future. It also means being fully present and engaged in whatever we're doing. When we live in the present moment, we reduce the power of our dark side. We become more focused, more productive, and more creative. Number 8, accept that life is unfair. One of the hardest lessons we ever learn is that life isn't fair. No matter how much we try to make things equal, there will always be some level of inequality. There will always be people who have more than others. There will always be people who are treated unfairly. The sooner we accept this reality, the better off we'll be. Fighting against the unfairness of life only causes us pain and frustration. Embracing it, on the other hand, allows us to focus on what we can control. It allows us to appreciate the good things in our lives and to make the most of the situation we find ourselves in. When we accept that life isn't fair, we free ourselves from a lot of unnecessary suffering. We become more resilient, more adaptable, and more grateful. Number 9, be kind to yourself and others. Finally, one of the most important things you can do to master your dark side is to be kind to both yourself and others. We are all human. We all make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from those mistakes and move on. When we treat ourselves and others with kindness, we create a ripple effect. We make the world a better place for everyone around us. Kindness is the antidote to hate. It is the most powerful force for good in the universe. When you embrace kindness, you become more compassionate, more empathetic, and more forgiving. So there you have it. 9 great tips for mastering your dark side. Remember, we all have a dark side. It's just part of being human. But when we learn to embrace our dark side, we become more whole, more complete people. We unlock our creativity and our intuition, and we become more aligned with our true desires. If you put these tips into practice, you'll be well on your way to mastering your dark side. So go ahead and give them a try. You won't regret it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss an upload. Have a great day.